Hey guys, so let's do some updates. Alright, so in the last video you saw that I took my psychology for educators class, my test, and I failed. So I studied and I did the lessons, I think units 7 and 8, and then an overview of the rest of it. And then I scheduled my OA, which is the test. I scheduled my OA the following Wednesday. So it gave me a week worth of studying. And I passed. Yay! So yeah, I passed. And there was an OA and a PA. A PA is basically a paper. It's a task. So after I passed my test, I did my paper and passed that. So I am done with that class. Sayonara. So now I am working on American politics. I'm looking at my computer. I'm working on American politics, and I have been in this class. Let's see, how long have I been in here? Let me see if I can figure that out. Hold on. Okay, so I have been in American politics since the 7th, and it is currently the 18th. So 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm aiming to take my test for this class next week. I printed out my these little guides I found on freaking Pinterest for to remember all the checks and balances, because that was one of my things where I couldn't remember who does what to whom, if that makes sense. Sorry. So I printed that out, and I've watched the videos to remember the amendments and the court cases. The court cases is what gets me, because it's a lot of them. So they have some videos for you to watch, and so I've been watching those videos to remember the court cases, because I can't. It's a lot. It's hard to remember all of them. So yeah. Next, I'm sorry, this coffee is so delicious. I'm just taking it all in. Okay, so now that I'm done with psychology, I finished that class on the 12th. Today's the 18th. I am working on American politics, hopefully to be done with that either this weekend, which I'm just gonna say early next week. And then I also opened up another class. It's called the School as a Community of Care. And that class is just all papers. There is no test. So I had to do 4 papers with that class. And I opened that class on the 17th. The 17th? Did I open it on the 17th? I did. In my mind, I opened it on the 16th because I hadn't gone to sleep yet. I forgot. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are the nights that I choose to stay up while everyone else goes to bed, so that I can, dive into work without any interruptions. I opened this class, but it was after midnight. So in my mind, it was the 16th. But technically, it was the 17th. So technically, I opened this class on the 17th. I'm just going to say the 16th because, I hadn't gone to sleep yet. So I opened that course on the 17th, and I finished all of my tasks on all of my papers on the 17th. So I did 2 that night before I went to bed, and then sorry, I had my phone connected to my camera. I finished 2 that night before I went to bed, and then I turned those in, and then the next day I did the other two because one of them was an interview. I had to interview an education professional about mental health and, things in their community that is an issue and what resources they have, etc. So I did those two that afternoon. So technically I turned them all in on the 17th. Now with your papers on the computer, on the, what am I trying to say? On the portal, when you turn it in, it'll give you like these little bars and with little dots on them, and it'll say, okay, here you turned it in. Here now it's in queue to be graded. Here it's an evaluation, and then you'll either get it back for revisions or you'll go to the next dot, which is complete. So I submitted all 4 of them. They're due on the 20th. But in this course, they put out a notice that they are aware that it's taken a little longer for the papers to be graded and sent back. And so they said right now it's taking like 5-ish days, sometimes a little more, instead of the 3 days. So we shall see how long those take to come back. And it would be great if I don't have to have any revisions, but I'm expecting some revisions because on my, hold on. Okay. Where was I? I have no idea what I was saying. Got it. So, I'm expecting some revisions because on my psychology paper, it came back with revisions, and then I asked one of the instructors to give me some advice, and basically I was missing a bridging sentence, and I basically had to write that this this observation that I did matches this this theory or this developmental philosophy. So I was missing that bridging sentence in like 2 or 3 of my sections. So I just had to literally type 3 sentences, and then I sent it back and I passed. So I am expecting maybe a revision or 2 here and there, if I miss anything, because sometimes, you get into writing and, it sounds good to you, but you maybe just be missing something according to the rubric. So, yeah. So I am expecting, a couple of revisions, which is fine by me because you can revise your paper however many times. And once I get any revisions back, I can just ask my course instructor for any advice because I may just be overlooking something very tiny like the last one. So now I am thinking about opening up my other course because that means 2 classes that I can't do anything with. One I'm already finished with, and the other one I'm just waiting for my papers to come back. And then American Politics I'm studying for, so the 4th class that I'm registered for currently is Fundamentals of Diverse Learners. This class says it has both a test and a task, a paper. So I'm going to see how many, has 3 tasks. So 3 papers that I would have to do. So I'm thinking about maybe go ahead and opening up this course. So in between the time that I'm waiting to, I'm taking a break from studying from American Politics, I can work on a task. And then, open this book, read this stuff, and see, what I need to study from this class and go from there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully I can finish these 4 classes because my goal was to finish these 4 classes by December. So fingers crossed that could work if I can finish them before December, because right now we're we're mid-November. If I can finish these 4 classes by the end of November, that gives me all 4 classes complete in 2 months because this term started in October. Yeah, in October. So I'm trying to complete, I think my program mentor said if I wanted to get the goal that I have in my mind to finish, to start my student teaching by next August, I would need to finish either 12 or 14 courses. I think she said 12. Last term, I finished 10. I gotta sneeze. No, I don't. Have you ever get like that burning feeling in your nose? Is it just me? Is that weird? Just got, I don't know. Anywho, so I'm hoping to finish these 4 classes by the end of November. If I don't finish them by the end of November, if I can finish them by mid-December, that'd be great, because I wasn't expecting on finishing these classes because psychology was giving me a run for my money. I'm not gonna lie. In American politics, you know, I'm not the politics person. I don't like it. I just don't. But I did really well on my pre-test, which is called the pre-assessment. I did really good on that. I passed that. So, you know, I saw what I needed to work on, and we're gonna go from there. So that's my little update. This is so delicious, y'all. This cup keeps my coffee so hot for so long because it takes me forever to drink coffee. I know, real random, I'm just rambling, but this is so delicious. Okay, so we will do another check-in. I will do another check-in. I guess if I take the American politics course, that test, if I take that test next week, I'll do another check-in. Oh, and I'll do another check-in after I talk to my program mentor today. I talk to her weekly. Typically when you in your second term, you talk to your program mentor every other week. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to talk to her every week. And oh my god, my hair was stuck on my necklace. But I wanted to talk to her every week so that, you know, we can check in. I like to have like oh my god, I almost dropped my coffee. I like to have like a plan, and I like to have just some, I don't know, I just like to have a plan. I'm like, I don't know if it's called like a type A personality, but I like lists, I like plans, I like to be able to check things off. I like to have a goal. I have a short-term goal, long-term goal. That is what motivates me because I'm very visual. I need to see everything. And I like to have somebody to, like, you know, talk to and, you know, be a soundboard and give me some feedback. So, yeah. I will check in with you later and we'll see how it goes. So, again, if you want to possibly attend WGU, which I highly recommend because I went to school a bunch of times and I'm actually going to finish this time, like my bachelor's degree. I have my early childhood education certificate to be a preschool pre-K teacher, but I never finished my bachelor's degree. Like, I went to school a couple of times and I'm just like, but WGU makes it very possible. So my link will be at the bottom if you want a referral link. Hi, Chica. So if you want a referral link, you can use my referral code, and that will give you they will give you a code to waive your application fee, so you don't have to pay an application fee, and you can get all the information that you need. So until next time, my friends, I will see you later. Bye.